The Invisible Man. Yeah, where do I even start with this? Well, I suppose we'll just start at the beginning. The opening scene of The Invisible Man is so phenomenal. you know, like I don't even know how to describe it because you know something's going down. And once you start piecing that together, it's like, oh shoot, and you're just in it. Something this movie does very extraordinarily well is it takes itself so seriously. And the concept of an invisible man is just one where you can laugh at it. You can kind of look at the classic Invisible Man, and you can think to yourself, oh, that's it's gonna be campy. This movie's not campy, to me at least. Something else special about this is that every single scene, once you realize the Invisible Man exists, I mean, when a filmmaker is constantly making you look in all the negative spaces of the frame for the Invisible Man, that's when he's done something right. That's when they've cracked the code. They've got the audience locked in per se. And I think that's probably one of my favorite parts of the movie is I'm constantly looking in the negative spaces, the corners of the frame, thinking to myself, there's a small chance he's right there. And it's great because once you rewatch it a few times, you're just like, yep, that's exactly where he was. And I think my favorite part of that film is the dinner scene where she's talking with her sister and you have to, I had to watch it twice or a few times of well, I got it on the second try obviously, but the first time you don't see the knife being picked up, and so when it finally happens, it catches you off guard. And I think I just love it when horror movies can actually catch you off guard and kind of make you do like a not quite a double take, but like I said, it just you're truly not expecting something like that, and that's why horror is such a phenomenal base of storytelling, because everybody reacts to fear differently, and I think that's why it's gonna sound stupid. Maybe that's why we need more horror films, because everyone reacts to fear differently. Granted, that's why we have all sorts of films, because everybody reacts to different emotions, differently, and it's worth telling a story on how these different people react to these different situations in their life. So yeah, The Invisible Man. I can't quite remember if it was like a COVID film or not, but as far as I'm concerned, it kind of kicked off like this, let's take some of these characters a little more seriously. Like we're getting, I believe we're getting like a Frankenstein movie directed by Guillermo del Toro. The Wolfman is coming out at some point. I think it's this year or next. No, January. It's coming out in January. We're getting these kind of classic monster villains, and now we're getting them in like a more serious tone per se. And I think that's kind of what the Dark Universe tried to do, but that's beyond the point. Anywho, yeah, thanks for watching. I hope to see you back tomorrow.